What's good, family? This is Pimo, aka Jadea, aka Radical Right, checking in on you guys one good time. So I wanted to just kind of do a quick video on getting started with Robinhood, how you guys can quickly and easily get started and start seeing, some return on your investment pretty quickly here. So the great thing about Robinhood is that they have not only the mobile app, but now their website is working fine. And you can utilize their website or the mobile app, whichever you prefer. I actually do like the black, the midnight black background on the mobile app, but I figured it'd be easier to show you guys what I'm doing here on their actual website. So as you guys can see, it's just one of my accounts here. It's not my, Robinhood is not my primary investment platform, but I do find it helpful and useful for a lot of things. With regards to Robinhood, they show you the live results. You can look at your daily results, weekly, monthly, etc. So yeah, everything is pretty well laid out. And of course, over here on the right, they show you all of your stocks. So one good thing I like as well, in the popular list, they show you, of course, the top movers, the 100 most popular, cryptocurrency, which is a huge one as well too. For you guys as well. And just to give you an idea, like when it comes to cryptocurrency, guys, like cryptocurrency is like seriously not a game. All right. It's seriously serious. Okay. So here it shows you, it doesn't show you the ones that I have, but I've invested in, I'm going to say this terribly wrong, but Ethereum. I don't have any Bitcoin actively at the moment. I'm going to kind of wait or try to wait for it to shoot back down. But just to give you guys an idea, let's go ahead and check out Ethereum, right? And let's just look over the course of the last month, right? Last month. So in the last month, the value of this Bitcoin has gone up 74.82%, right? 74.82%. Let's look at the last 3 months. Okay, 93.82%. Well, let's look it out even further. Let's look at the last year, 105%. Okay, big climb here in about July of 2020, it shot up. But now let's look at the 5-year return on this guy, right? 5-year return on this, 34,000%. Okay, so you do the math on the returns that you would have seen if you would have invested in this guy 5 years ago. Okay, even $100 worth of this would be well over $1 million you'd have right now. Okay. So this is just something to keep in mind. Bitcoin is a huge, great investment. But that takes us to the next topic of discussion is how can you know what are good picks and which are not good picks? Okay. You can see my picks here. I don't just go out and randomly choose stocks based on what I think will do this or do that. It requires research. And as you can see, all my stock picks are pretty much winning, at least for today. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I've read that the stock market, and I'm going to get back to the how do you pick notion here in a moment, but the stock market goes up or down on average 1%. Okay. 1% plus or minus is average. Okay. So if I can win 3 out of 5 days in a week at the minimum at that 1%, right, then, excuse me, I'm going to be looking at basically a 3% increase basically per week. And that's kind of like what I shoot for. Now, of course, you get dividend payouts and things of that sort. I always roll my dividends right back into my total account and right back into my investments. Okay, but getting back to this topic of how do you know what to pick? Okay, and let's see if I can scroll down here. You guys might have some similar picks to me. As you can see, out of all these stocks, I think I have maybe 10 or 12 here. Only one that's down 0.8% today. All the rest of these, you can see ZM up 5%. What is this up here? APPN is up almost 4% today. And then my cryptocurrencies down below. Now, the cryptocurrencies I found doing a different form of research, but the two best platforms, in my opinion, that I found to help me basically make good decisions in terms of stock choices is going to be Motley Fool okay, which as you can see is just fool.com. I'll go ahead and log in here. Give me 1 second. All right, so here's my dashboard at fool.com, Motley Fool. This guy will give you, there's two individuals, David, Tom, as you can see here, and then there's also the S&P. Now, this is one thing to keep in mind here. This is showing you, and I'll click on it so you can see for yourself. To get this out of the way here. But this is the average return of all recommendations since inception, okay? So basically from the time that they made the pick of the stock that they would recommend, this is the average return of all the stocks that they have picked. You can see David has a positive return of 755.5%, Tom 236.9%, and then the S&P, of course, has gone up 102.3%. Basically, what you get from this site is a recommendation of at least 3 stocks per month by both individuals. Now, those 3 top picks can be the same, but most of the time they're different between those 2 individuals. And then, of course, it shows you which stocks you can look at today, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Great platform. If you want to get straight to the meat and potatoes of it, this is a great place to start. The other one, which I think is a little bit more detailed, but sometimes less is more. But this information, this website here gives you more detail, in terms of the market and what's going on. This is Morningstar.com, another platform very good for helping you make educated decisions in terms of which stocks to pick. Now, there are people who look at funds, different ways to make safer gains. Stocks are not considered necessarily the safest way to invest, but they can be if you make good decisions. And not only can they be, but they tend to be the most aggressive type of stock that you can invest in. It is a stock, basically, not like an actual, like a fund that includes multiple stocks that have how would you say, basically a tendency to do well and perform well over time. They're safer, but typically they pay out a little bit less. So basically, where there's high risk, there's room for high reward. And I think utilizing Morningstar.com and Fool.com and utilizing some wisdom and doing your due diligence can help you make some good choices. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys just a heads up in terms of how you can do this, how you can get started. I know with Robinhood, you can get started. I think you can invest as little as $200. One of the great things about Robinhood is that when you make a deposit, depending on the type of membership that you have, they will advance you up to $5,000 the same day that you make the deposit, okay? So first of all, there's no charge to make a deposit from your bank account to your Robinhood account, okay? But there is a waiting period, okay? It can take anywhere from maybe 3, I think usually it's about 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 days or 5 days if it falls over the weekend. But they have the instant deposit option. So if they know that you've been doing business with them for a while, or if you have a particular type of membership, okay, then they will advance you the amount based on the type of membership you have. So if you make, let's say if you, basically with the membership I have, I think it's the premium membership. With that type of membership, they will advance you up to $5,000 per month, okay? So it's a great tool, a great way to kind of get in the game instantly. You make the deposit, you instantly have access to the capital. You can instantly get started, instantly invest, okay? So yeah, this is just a great tool. I hope you guys really can learn something from this, or kind of at the very least look into it yourself. Do your own research, and find some good picks. Again, indexes and ETFs are definitely the safer choices. I just want to make that clear to you guys. They're safer than crypto. They're safer than just buying one stock. Okay. So yeah, but you want to get in here, play around, see what you see, and kind of go from there, making some good educated choices. Okay. And last thing I want to show you guys really quick. I spoke about dividends, and rolling those back into my portfolio. This is a great way to grow your portfolio over time. And this doesn't happen in a week. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but I can tell you guys right now, it's better to have your money in a solidly performing portfolio than to have it in a CD or just sitting in your bank account. Okay. And this is just the reality. Now, this is with the assumption that you have a good performing portfolio, meaning that you're making good picks, you're investing in safe investments. And again, like I said, This is not my number one platform. This is not my primary investment account. This is just one tool that I use. But I want to show you guys this to show you how easy it can be to get started and how you can start seeing gains and profits basically today. So I hope you guys got some value out of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Until we chat again, it's Pimo, aka Jadea, aka Radical Right. Checking out.